28th of February 2026, Johannesburg, Soweto, F&B Stadium, the Soweto Derby, Kaizer Chiefs vs Orlando Pirates. Welcome to the Soccer Huddle. This is your boy Mujer. It's the big one, guys. It's the big one. It's finally here. It's the Soweto Derby. You can see that it is that week at the Soweto Derby. You can see everywhere you go, even on the TV, or press OK for the Soweto Derby. Who are you going with? Vote. Social media, it's the Soweto. And I hope, guys, we don't get disappointed because of this hype that the Soweto Derby has around it. I saw even the Bundesliga posting about it. That's how the Soweto, the guys, say whatever you want to say. The Soweto Derby is big, is massive. It's massive. I just hope the football on the day doesn't disappoint. We don't want to see a null 0-0 Come on, guys. No. We want to see entertaining football. We want to see goals. We want to see a winner, most important. Even if you don't see a winner, guys. But as long as an entertaining draw, I think I speak for everyone. We are going to be here. So, in the last 5 fixtures, Orlando Pirates have won 1, 2, 3, 4. Have won. Orlando Pirates have won 4 of our last 5 fixtures with them. Kaizer Chiefs, and you look at coming into this game, the form as well of the two teams. Orlando Pirates have lost 2 games in a row. Kaizer Chiefs have lost 3 games in a row. So both teams come into this Soweto Derby on a bad form. But as the old cliche says, when it comes to the derby, everything of the past remains in the past. Form is a thing of the past. Form I count when it comes to the derby. And you look at my team, Kaizer Chiefs, you look at, I think the 2 coaches are now under so much pressure. It's either from the media, from the supporters. I think if they lose this, personally, I feel like if they lose this, they are gone. Unless Kaizer Chiefs, unless Kaizer Chiefs is stingy knowing that they have to pay them. But if they lose this, because they're under so much pressure, look at the press conferences. I think Coach Ben is the worst. When it comes to press conference, it's either he's arguing with journalists, or he doesn't answer questions, or he comes in as Zwawood. I do not understand. I do not understand if he understands the magnitude of the team that he's coaching. I don't think he understands, or like when you are at Kaizer Chiefs, half of the country is actually watching you. Half of South Africa is actually, you have the eyes of half of South Africa. Might even go into the continent. Kaizer Chiefs is the biggest team. It's the biggest. Not was. I hear a lot of people say, was. It's not was, Chase. There's no was. It is the biggest team in South Africa and potentially also in Africa. So I don't think they understand the magnitude of where they are, the responsibility of where they are. Because you cannot come into a press conference attitude and address journalists as if like you don't want to speak to them. Why did you come in the first place? And why are you being cocky? Why are you being cocky? He was asked the question the other day. We can see your team is struggling to create chances or to create clear goal chances. What is it that you can tell us that you guys are doing? He's asking the journalist also, what can you do? What is that? No one noticed last guy, Chestel, or why is Chestel not being able to play? He says, yeah, because we wanted him to be where he is now. One performance I have. I'm like, you have not earned the right to have that, to be that cocky. You have not earned the right. So yeah, let's leave coach. So, and I feel like this game, both teams or both managers cannot afford to lose. And I'm afraid we're gonna get a dull draw. I hope I'm wrong. I hope, guys, please prove me wrong. Why, Mujera, why are you saying that? Mujera, why are you so negative? You look at Orlando Pirates, they're sitting second in the log because Mamelodi Sundowns have won. They cannot afford to lose points. They cannot afford for Mamelodi Sundowns ever fit them more points. And when they go to the game here, Kaizer Chiefs, they know we don't have to beat Kaizer Chiefs to win the league. As long as we can get a draw, as long as we don't, not even a draw, as long as we don't lose Kaizer Chiefs, we are still intact with Mamelodi Sundowns. You look at Kaizer Chiefs, the two coaches, as I said, they're under immense pressure. They also cannot afford to lose. So they will be like, we cannot afford to lose. So what do? Let's conserve ourselves. Let's defend. If we get a chance, we take it. And for us as supporters, we don't want that. We want them to, like, this is a do or die game, guys. You cannot afford to lose this game. You cannot afford to draw this game. Go all out. Give us something to speak about for weeks, for months, until the next OUADDOU. SOWETO time. So my prediction, early predictions, I predict, as I said, a draw. A goalless draw. Kaizer Chiefs, we've seen, they can defend. I think Miguel is back, if I'm not mistaken. So the two coaches will obviously, Coach Ben and Coach Kaz, will obviously go for the tried and tested. Balogala Miguel, Balogala McCarthy, and then Balogala Quiniga. And on the left or right, it's either Munyani or Solomons. Tried and tested. In the middle of the park, obviously, Balogala Blom. Maboe, Ndlovu. Ndlovu is injured. So it's going to be Maboe, maybe Chester, and Bologala Matlo Ulaha. Because they tried to defend. You look at the game Tuesday. Like, we had so much creativity on the field. We just needed to punish. You had Chester and Ngobo on the field. Those are ball-playing players. They created chances for both Dupreez and Silva and Lelepo as well on the side. And that's what we need from Kaizer Chiefs. We need players. We need a 10. I hope Chester is that 10 year now that can collect the ball from the midfield and create chances for our strikers. Put that ball behind the defense. Put that ball between defender and the goalkeeper. We want something like that. We need something like that. And we system Mudu, call a sighting or Serino or what. Because Mudu on that 10 position, it doesn't do well. That is why Mudu has been so poor. Because you've been playing him out of position. Put him back on the wing. Put him back on the wing. So yeah, early predictions, I see a nil draw. As I said, both teams are going to be conserving themselves because they don't want to lose. They cannot afford to lose. So, yeah, for me, it's a draw, and I think it doesn't work well for both teams. I don't know. Let me know what you think, guys. They're coming into this game, obviously. Both of them have on a bad run. As I said, Kaizer Chiefs, 3 losses in a row. Orlando Pirates, 2 losses in a row. And we'll see what happens that weekend in the biggest game of South Africa. Not even South Africa. The biggest game in the continent. The Soweto Derby live. Soweto FNB Stadium, 28th of February 2026. And until we meet again, remember, prevention is better than a cure. Don't risk it unless it's worth it. I'm a cozy. I'm a